Hi, you guys. Welcome back to another video. I was supposed to do a Mindset Monday video on Monday, and I never did it. And I wanted to make this video a while ago, and I just, didn't. And I was like, you know what? We're going to go live. And I hope the lighting is okay in here for you guys. It's getting kind of dark here in California. So if it's weird, let me know. I apologize in advance. Let me make myself look a little. I just got done with camp. That's why, like, I put on like my long sleeve tee that's like wrinkled and stuff. Maybe I should take this off. But this is a very impromptu video, and it's so okay. So when I get an idea for a video, I have to write it down, or I have to record it, or I lose it. And I was like, I'm just gonna record this live because this is very important. So I'm going to share this live with everyone, and then I'm gonna get to talking. I know I promised you guys that I would do a live like I quit teaching update video and all that, and I'm gonna just incorporate this onto one video. I am eating dinner. I have some venison, some greens, and then some rice and some teriyaki sauce. Super simple dinner. So yeah. I'm just eating this, snacking on this while I make this video for you guys. Yeah, it's a good topic. And if you are interested in getting coaching around this, I'm a life coach. That's what I do. Okay. Okay. Let me share. This with you, with the folks, okay? Oh yeah, I remember I did this last time. I had to share with them for my computer, my phone. Okay, so let's talk about it. This was also going to be a Mindset Monday video, and I was like, share, copy link. I just want to share with this everybody. Thinking I'll watch it. I'm sorry, you guys. I try not to do. I'm gonna just make this link now and then share with everybody, and then see who hops on. Life update and I'm sorry, Chase is probably gonna bark in a minute because my groceries are being delivered. Okay. So this is going to be Mindset Monday, life update, blah, 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 all in one sitting. So first, I want to talk about this idea of worthiness. And I find when I was in therapy and when I was dealing with, just really looking to change my life, I had to deal with the idea of feeling worthy and feeling like I was okay to have things. And I'm going to talk about what those things were in a little bit. But this is what my therapist identified as a worthiness wound. And I thought that's so interesting. So if you don't know, I come from like a super strict Christian background. And I think one of the downfalls of that was this idea that like you're worthless, you don't, you're like filthy rags kind of thing. And that's very much true. And unfortunately, that in the sense that, yes, like I can't do anything to save my own soul. But in terms of my life, like I am not worthless as a human, right? But that was kind of the message that was implemented. And so that reflected in some of my behaviors, because it was like, am I really allowed to have this? Am I really allowed to have good things? Am I really allowed to have a certain kind of life? And let me talk about this first, because in relation to, hey, knock it off. Hey, in relation to teaching. So I knew probably 3 or 4 years ago that that teaching probably was just not what I was going to do for the rest of my life. And that I probably wanted to work for myself, right? But there was a huge part of me that was like, do you really get to, like, do you deserve to be, sorry, my groceries are coming in. Do you deserve to be um, your own boss? Do you deserve to have the benefits of entrepreneurship? Or do you have to work super hard, right? Like, you have to live this like penance life where you're just like struggling and like, oh, how honorable that's the life of a teacher, how honorable that's the life of a believer. Like, it was just this weird, like, you can't have a mellow life. And some of that I think is from growing up in poverty too, when you're accustomed to this. And I talk about this in other posts about, being a little bit addicted to suffering and addicted to the trauma and the struggle. You don't even know if you're worthy of having, a normal life, right? Where money and, stress are not the norm. And of course, money doesn't solve all your problems, and stress comes with everybody, but let's live in, like, can we keep it a buck? Like, let's just be honest, right? And so for me, one of the things that kept coming up was like, am I worthy of having a life where I don't have to live my life on a clock? I mean, people will, it's so funny because people be showing their own insecurities, because when I was quitting teaching, I was like, oh, you'll be back. It's hard to be an entrepreneur, da 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 da. And I was like, what is all this negativity that I'm feeling? And it was them, reflecting their own. That's enough. Thank you. Excuse me. Reflecting their own opinions about entrepreneurship. And, one of the things that I have always said is, I want to wake up on my own clock. I don't want to wake up and have to be at school at 8:30. And I that's what I'm right now. I'm not doing that. And it took me a long time to get to a place where, number one, I believed I deserved it, and I believed that I could have it. And that was part of that, was healing this worthiness wound, that I wasn't worthy of living a life where I could wake up slowly if I wanted to. Now I'm hustling this summer. Not gonna lie, I have so many clients. I'm super blessed. I have camp. I've got so many clients, I can't even keep up with them, and I'm blessed. And I also know that at any moment I could block my calendar off and be like, I'm not working. And it took me time to believe that I deserved that and that I could have it for myself. This past weekend, I blocked off my calendar for 3 days. I did nothing but sit by the water. I slept. I went fishing. Like, I would have never done that as a teacher. But it took me some time to realize that I could have that, and to believe that at the very essence of me just being a human, like, I'm allowed to pursue happiness. That is part of the Constitution. And so that's how it relates to me leaving teaching. And I'll just give you guys a quick update. The months of December and January were super rough for my business. I was just starting out. I hadn't really grasped the reins. I had some money saved, but I was really, really low on funds, and I hadn't really gotten, because I was exclusively working outdoors. There were a couple of times where I wasn't sure rent was going to get paid. And I'm not even going to lie to you guys about that. That's one of the things about me. I didn't predict the drop in clients, and it happened, and I was like kind of scrambling. But one of my goals this year was to, number one, join a business coaching academy, which I did, and to have camps this summer, which I'm doing. And by the grace of God, they've been like full and flourishing, and I'm so thankful and so happy. Right now, I am just working on getting my systems and things in place, and working on automatizing things and making sure that I hire an accountant and maybe even a bookkeeper, because it is a lot of work. I'm doing it all by myself. And so that's one of my goals this year, to do that. But anyway, back to this worthiness wound. So I want to talk about the worthiness wound as it relates to fitness and health, because this is a huge thing that it's subconscious, right? It's not like at the tip of your mind. Mm. So the worthiness wound as it relates to fitness and health typically looks like, one, if health and fitness is not super hard, it's not a struggle, I can't have it. Like, because I'm not worthy of a normal, healthy life, I have to work super hard to have it. How does this manifest itself? It manifests itself in cleanses. It manifests itself in like super hard diets. It manifests itself in yo-yo dieting. Because at the end of the day, you actually don't believe that you deserve or that you're worthy of having a life with like a balanced, healthy lifestyle, or achieving the weight or whatever that you want. A lot of times that's at the root of it. And so what you do is you self-sabotage, because you're afraid to have it. Because what happens if I actually get the thing that I want? Okay. And so what happens is people will go on these diets, or they'll sabotage their results once they get them, or they know that moderation is the key, and they'll still go do keto and fasting and 1,200 calories, because at the end of the day, they're afraid to have it. They're afraid to actually reach their goal weight, or afraid of the process of actually achieving their goal weight or achieving their healthy lifestyle. So if you don't feel like you're worthy of having a healthy lifestyle, and that could come from people telling you you're ugly and you're stupid and you're dumb and you're worthless, especially as a child, then you don't think that you deserve to take care of yourself. And so you have a worthiness wound there, where you're like, wow, I don't think I'm, and it's almost like this punishment, like, because I'm X, Y, and Z, I don't actually deserve to have these things. I don't deserve to have health. And you are going to have to deal with, what is your worth inherently as a human? Like, because you are a human, you owe it to yourself and God to take care of your body. That's not something that you get to decide you're worthy of or not. Truly, it's not. And so the other thing I wanted to talk about is the worthiness wound as it relates to money. And this kind of ties back to me leaving teaching, because there was a part of me that didn't like, I was afraid of the financial freedom that might come with being an entrepreneur. Now, I'm not saying that I'm financially free. I've paid off my debts. The only thing I do have student loan debt, and that's something that I'm working on paying off. But I would low key keep myself in debt and be like, well, I can't be an entrepreneur because I need this steady job so I can pay off my debt. Like, y'all see how crazy we are? Like, oh my gosh. Because I didn't think that I was worth, like, to me, I wasn't worth being an entrepreneur. Like, you can't do that. Who are you to think that you could actually run your own business and be good at it? That was me. Who are you to think that you deserve this, that you could actually be a successful business owner? You're dumb. You're a teacher, you're this, you're that. Like, these are the things, the worthiness wounds that I had around being debt free, leaving teaching, being an entrepreneur, and even being fit. All of these things, people ask me, well, what happened? Something changed. And I'm like, I got rid of all of those worthiness wounds. Like, I just had to work through not believing the lies I kept telling myself. And this is not some, like, you guys know I hate self-love. I hate that movement. I think it's ridiculous. You can never love yourself into being anything that you want. Like, that doesn't work. And then as a believer, like I can't love, I love myself so much, I won't even let myself, feel pain or struggle, right? Like I love myself so much and I'm afraid to trust God, right? Like I'm not interested in that right now. But there is a piece of us that needs to feel valuable as a human. And you are wonderful and you are worthy because God made you a human. And there are certain things that you can have. And if it's God's will for you to have it, he will make sure it happens. And that's the thing is for me, I was afraid to dream. I was afraid to want things. I was afraid to ask for things. I was afraid. And it kept me in this loop of just like constant um, struggle, constant like wanting and needing and feeling horrible about myself. And finally, I was like, I trust God so much. I'm out. I'm out. Truly. And there's not a day that goes by where I don't know that this is exactly what I'm supposed to be doing in this moment. And it's okay that I have it. Because this is what God wants for me. Right. And I don't care whether your journey is debt free, whether it's marriage, a healthy masculine man, whether it's a job. The first thing is that you have to believe that you are worth, like you can have it. That's why I'm always like, change your mindset, change your life. I don't say that because I'm so, word guru. I said because I was there. I know what it's like to deep down be like, I don't deserve to have a healthy man in my life. I don't deserve to be healthy. I don't deserve to take care of myself. I don't deserve to have a life where I'm not struggling every day for money. I don't deserve to have I deserve to have a life where, whatever it is. I was that woman who didn't actually think I deserved it. And I just want you to know that because you are human, you have value and you can ask God for things and you can work towards things and you especially are worthy of living a healthy lifestyle, not because it honors God, right? And constitutionally, we have the right to pursue happiness. And one of the things that you cannot ever have if you're not healthy is happiness. How can you be happy if you're not healthy, right? You can't. Part of enjoying life is being healthy. Part of enjoying God's creation is being healthy. And yes, we're only here for a short time, right? Like truly, like blip in an eye or whatever the saying is, twinkle of an eye. But while I'm here, I'm going to live a life that is enjoyable, that is something where I can take care of myself and I can enjoy every ounce of it. And that doesn't mean it's easy. Like that doesn't mean that it's like without struggle or trial. We know that life is going to have those. But what I'm not going to do is intentionally keep myself in a loop of suffering and struggling because I don't think I'm worth having a normal life. I'm not going to be doing that. And I don't think that you should either. And here's what I also want to say. Some of us don't think we are worthy because we've worked really hard for things and it hasn't come. I think we need to normalize so much. I think we need to normalize working really hard and still not getting what you want and the work still being worth it. Because the joy is in the journey. The joy is in the pursuing of that, right? I think we need to normalize that. Now, your health and fitness journey shouldn't be that hard in terms of like the actual like eating and and exercise plan. Now, if you have some traumas going on, it's going to be hard. But I think we need to normalize dreaming for things and not being afraid if they don't happen, and normalize wanting, I want to live a life where I can enjoy some things. I don't have to be struggling and suffering. I don't have to be in debt because my parents were in debt. I don't have to be unhealthy because my parents were healthy or unhealthy, right? Just because they didn't think they were worthy of health, just because they didn't think they were worthy of financial freedom, doesn't mean that you aren't. That's not what that means. Okay, so I know this video was a little kind of like all over the place, but I was like, let me just talk about this because it is so deeply ingrained, this worthiness. Like I don't actually think I deserve this, but you do. You deserve, you are worthy of a healthy lifestyle. You are. And if you don't think so, let's chat. Let's talk about why that might be the case. And let's talk about a plan for how to get you there. All right. So I hope you guys enjoyed this little impromptu live. I don't know if there's anything else I need to live update you guys on. Let me think. Still have my dog Chase. Still live in my same apartment in Silicon Valley. No, I have not gone back to teaching. People have been like, well, I've had the opportunity to go back and I've been like, absolutely not. Absolutely not. What else? Going to Cabo in August. Really excited for that. Yeah, I've just been giving myself permission to take care of myself and permission to enjoy life, because it's short. It's really, really short. And I'm going to try and live a healthy, long life and help as many people as I can and live a God-glorifying life and enjoy it. So that is my life right now. If no one's told to you today, you are fearfully and wonderfully made, and you are wonderful. And you are worth living a healthy lifestyle. Okay, your children owe it to you. Owe it to your children for them to see it as an example. You owe it to your family members for them to see you as an example. You owe it to your friends, so they know that they're also worthy of living a healthy lifestyle too. All right, you guys, that's it for today's video. I'm gonna finish eating because y'all know I can't even eat and talk at the same time because I think it's rude. By the way, if you're interested in fitness or nutrition coaching, I have nutrition plans that start at just $13 a month. You can send me a message. You can email me. You can find me on Instagram at JoannaJoy with an I_. And please don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe on this video. And I will see y'all in the next one. I love you. Thank you for watching. Enjoy your evening. Bye.